Hello, word nerds. Welcome to the dictionary. I wish I were a puppet or a cartoon. That is what I want for me. My name is Spencer, and this is episode F194. We're getting so close to episode 2000. We're just a handful of episodes away. The first word in this episode is founder, second form. Second form, second form. This is a verb from the 14th century. We are starting with intransitive. Number 1, to become disabled. Whoa, especially to go lame. This feels very old. Okay, I'm fascinated at what the etymology is going to be, so we'll get there, but don't you worry. Interesting, to become disabled. I hurt my foot many years ago. Something fell on my foot, and luckily there were no fractures, but I did have to get 7 staples because it really just scraped off some skin. And I had to wear a boot and walk around in crutches, so I was interesting. To go lame, to become disabled. Fascinating. Number 2, to give way. The synonym is collapse. Something falling down. Just yesterday, I saw a video of some building in China that partially foundered? Oh, that's the word. Foundered. Whoa, this is a weird word. Okay. Just falling down. I foundered. I fell down. Number 3, to become submerged, and the synonym is sink. Not a submarine. That's supposed to sink. We're talking about maybe just a regular boat. It foundered. Oh, that boat is foundering. The Titanic, it's foundering. Can we save the people? This is a word I am so confused about. Number 4, to come to grief, and the synonym is fail. I don't know if I said those were all intransitive. Now we have transitive, which is to disable, especially by excessive feeding. And what might this be happening to? Possibly an animal. So if you disable an animal because you are feeding it too much, you are foundering the animal. And there are people who, if they're making foie gras, they are doing this on purpose. I guess if you are leaving food out for your cat or dog all the time and it just keeps on eating and it becomes very obese and kind of disabled, then maybe that's also foundering your animal. All right, but now we have to get into the etymology because I am so confused by this. I don't believe I have ever heard of this word used in any of those contexts. So, this is from the Middle English foundren, which means to fall to the ground or sink. Also from the Latin fundere, which means to pour or cast or disperse or lay low or slay. Hold up, wait a second. We got to backtrack a second. The word in Latin, fundere, means to pour. I think we had that in the previous episode. There was something about the foundation, right? You're pouring the base. So fundere means to pour or to cast. You pour something into a thing and you are casting it, like the metal thing. To disperse. So when you pour it, it disperses because of gravity and liquids. To lay low. So when it's dispersed, it's laying low. It's like trying to go under the wires. Also, to slay. Girl, you slay. When you slay something, I guess it falls down and it's laying low. But this one seems different than all the other ones, at least the way that I think of the word slay. Okay, there's more of the word found, which, yeah, we kind of had that, but I don't remember all that stuff. This one is blowing my brain. I don't know. I guess I see the context with all of those and then these definitions: to become disabled, to give way, falling down, sinking, to come to grief, fail. That one's interesting. I guess if you are grieving, you maybe fall down on your knees and you go, I'm so sad. Disabling an animal, right? That's the disabled thing. So, this is interesting. If you use this word in this way, please let me know, because I'm confused. I'm going to make a sound effect. I'm going to go doo-doo-doo-doo. Now we have the third form of founder, noun from circa 1547. The synonym is laminitis. Laminitis. What on earth could laminitis be? That's when, my hands are so inflamed because I've been laminating things all day. So I got the laminitis, or the machine has the laminitis. I'm not going to read you the definition, but I am looking it up. Let's see. Here we go. We're getting close. We got all these similar words. And here we go. Laminitis. It is definitely an inflammation thing, which I think we knew. It's called also founder. It's an inflammation of a thing on an animal. That's all I'm going to tell you. You're going to have to wait. So that's a founder. Okay, now let's go. Boo 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 boo. The fourth form of founder is a noun from the 15th century. It is one that founds metal, but especially the synonym is type founder. So I guess specifically this would be the person or the machine that is making the type that they used to use on those machines, whatever those machines are called, that the printing press machines. They would need those metal pieces of letters, those metal letters. And somebody needed to make those. They had to melt the metal, pour the metal into the casts, the molds of every single letter, and then they pop them out. And they're like, look at this, I got you a letter. It's a T. Type founder is a founder. There we go. We got that one. And now we shall go. Bap-a-boop-boop. The next word is founder effect. 2 words. Noun from 1970. This is a long definition. It is the effect on the resulting gene pool that occurs when a new isolated population is founded by a small number of individuals possessing limited genetic variation relative to the larger population from which they have migrated. The founder effect. Lots of towns were founded. I'm thinking of, in the Old West, some people are a small group of people, they go, and maybe it's 4 families, and they have a limited amount of genetic material in those 4 families, and so when they found the town, they're like, I guess we gotta start making babies. And then very quickly, the gene pool gets smaller and smaller and smaller because everybody's related. So the effect on the resulting gene pool that occurs when a new isolated population is founded by a small number of individuals possessing limited genetic variation relative to the population from which they migrated. They came from New York, and there was a lot of people there, a lot of genes. Big old gene pool is what New York is. But then they go to the tiny town in Utah, and they're like, well, now we have to get together. We need some more people to come in to expand this gene pool. So what happens? The founder effect. Are there weird mutations that happen? I don't know. If I'm feeling like it, maybe I'll put a link in the show notes for the founder effect. But yeah, it's a thing. When you go found a town, you got to consider that. You got to bring in a lot of families with different genes so you don't make the founder effect. Beep, boop, beep, boop. Now we have founding father, 2 words, noun from 1914. And that seems more recent than I would think it would be, 1914. And we don't have founding mother here. Number 1, an originator of an institution or movement, and the synonym is founder. You were the first one to do the thing, to create the thing, then you are a founding father. No matter what your gender, society is just going to call you a founding father. Don't love that. Number 2 is often capitalized. Both F's are often capitalized. This is a leading figure in the founding of the United States, specifically a member of the American Constitutional Convention of 1787. And who were those people? Well, I think I get that mixed up with the signing of the Declaration of Independence. And but whoever was there in 1787, and they were part of the American Constitutional Convention at that time, they are the founding fathers. Let's see. Who was at the American Constitution? I'm hoping I'm spelling this all right. Close enough. Yes, here we go. Who attended? Just autofill it for me. The Constitution Convention of 1787, held in Philadelphia, was attended by 55 delegates from 12 states. Why not all 50 states? Well, that's because we didn't have all 50 states yet. We only had 12. Rhode Island did not send delegates. We had 13. But Rhode Island was like, don't really feel like it. We partied too hard last night, so we're not gonna send any delegates. We got George Washington, James Madison, Benjamin Franklin. Who else? James Wilson, Gouverneur Morris. Their first name was Governor, spelled very Frenchy. Oliver Ellsworth, Charles Pinckney, John Rutledge, James Patterson, Alexander Hamilton, George Mason, Roger Sherman, and, there must have been a lot more because there were 55, and notably all dudes, notably also all white. Yep, the founding fathers of the U.S. Okay, here we go. We're going to move on to blop, bloop, bleep, blop. Now we have the word foundling. Noun from the 14th century. An infant found after its unknown parents have abandoned it. Did we have this word foundling somewhere in the previous episode or two? I don't remember. For some reason, I feel like we did. Okay, so an infant found after its unknown parents have found it. So, have abandoned it. I don't know what I said. They are a foundling because they're a little thing. They're a little baby, so they are a ling. We like to put on ling at the end of a word when it's talking about something small. And somebody found it. Somebody just found it hanging out there on the street. The parents were like, "We're done with this baby. We're gonna go do something else now." And then somebody found it, and so they're a foundling. This must have happened a lot more often in the 14th century than I think it does these days. Boop, 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 boop. Next is found object, 2 words, noun from 1950. The synonym is French. Maybe this phrase is a little bit more common than found object. Found object seems bland enough that I'm surprised it's in the dictionary. But the synonym, I will try to pronounce this. It is objet or objet trouvé. O-B-J-E-T, that's the first word. The second word is T-R-O-U-V-E with the acute accent on the E. Objet trouvé is how I would like to say it, but I don't know if that is exactly proper or correct. It's a found object. That's what it is. Broop, 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 broop. Next is found poem. 2 words, noun from 1966. Maybe the foundling, which is a objet trouvé, has a found poem safety pinned to its bonnet. And the poem is a very cute poem about roses are red, violets are blue. Here's a baby, clean up its poo. So, a found poem for real is a poem consisting of words found in a non-poetic context and usually broken into lines that convey a verse rhythm. An example of this non-poetic context would be a product label. So are you saying that a product label could have an accidental poem? I need examples of a found poem, please and thank you. It's a poem consisting of words, so the words are found in the thing, but then it looks like you make up a poem from the words that you found in the thing. And so I had to look up a list of examples of these things. It looks like people are taking words from a page, like a page of literature, and they're circling certain words to create a poem from them, or they're blacking out all the other ones. Let's look at some examples of these. This one, the poem is, "He had their unusual childlike intelligence." And those are just 6 words from like 4 or 5 different lines of a page, but there's a whole lot of words that we're not using. Let's look up another one, shall we? Here's another poem. Oh, this is from The Great Gatsby. That's the page. It's page 112, whatever version it is, I don't know. The poem is, "One autumn night, years before, they came to a place where the moonlight stopped and change was among the stars." And all of the other letters are blacked out. This looks like actually a very artistic way to do this. You can have some fun with how you are blocking out the other letters or highlighting the main words that you want in your poem. So it's like it's poetic and it's visual art, and if you want to, here's another one. "Whoever you may be as blood flowing to a bleeding answer. I am a wound who lives on blood like a beautiful leech." Okay, I think I freaking love these. Let's do another one that looks really cool. This one's got some purple swirlies on this page. Oh, I think we're missing part of it. "Himself, I am a sleeping thought that does not cease thinking. I am," and then there's more that's cut off. Okay, this was wonderful, and I think you should make some found poetry using a page of words that you feel comfortable defacing. Okay, please do that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Next is foundry, noun from 1536. Number 1, an establishment where founding is carried on. And this would be the founding of melting the metal, melted metal, and pouring it into the casts and making things like type or other metal things. Number 2, the act, process, or art of casting metals is foundry. I'm going to go do some foundry today. Just give me a big old furnace where I can melt metal, and then I shall also. How do you make the casts? Are they made out of metal? Do you have to found the casts, and then you found the metal to put into the casts that were also made by foundrying? Maybe something like that. Next is fount, first form, noun from the 15th century. The synonyms are fountain and source. Where the stuff is coming from. This podcast is coming from the book, which is the fount, but it's also coming from my brain, which is also a fount. 2 founts coming together to create holy matrimony. Holy matrimony. Doot, 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 doot. The second form of fount is a noun from circa 1683. Looks like you can also pronounce it font. Font or fount. This is British, and it is a type of font. That is why you can pronounce it font, but they spell it fount for some reason. Because those British people like to throw in U's everywhere. U for you, you get a U. All of you get a U. Doot, 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 doot. Now we have the word fountain, first form, noun from the 14th century. Number 1, the source from which something proceeds or is supplied. The fountain of youth. The youth is coming from this fountain. Give me all of the youth, I shall take your youth. Youth for everybody. Okay, number 2, a spring of water issuing from the earth. I got some water from one of these natural fountains. I was in Hawaii many years ago, and we were on a little tour. We were in a bus, and we were going back to our hostel. This was back in the days when I stayed in a hostel once, and the driver said, hold on, please, everybody, pause. There is a natural fountain over here. I'm going to pull over, and please give me all of your water bottles. And so I went with him to help, and the two of us took a bunch of water bottles, and there was just right off the side of the road, there was just a little natural fountain just pouring out of the land, and it was perfectly clean water because he knew. And so we just filled up all the water bottles, bloop, 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 bloop. And we got some nice, clean Hawaiian water. And we didn't die. Number 3, an artificially produced jet of water. Also, the structure from which it rises. Artificially produced jet of water. Right off the bat, I think of the Bellagio fountain, but there are countless examples of these fountains all over the world. People are building pipes and shooting water into them, and then they build these beautiful structures on top for the water to come forth. And often they have like a nautical theme, like fish, dolphins, whales, mythological creatures. Some of the funny ones are some being peeing, like in Labyrinth. There is a fountain where there are little like cherub people peeing into the fountain, because that is a very natural way that water flows forth. Can your urethra be called a fountain? Sure, why not? I was in Rome for work, and I learned that I think it's like all or maybe all of the fountains in Rome, it's natural water coming up. There's no artificialness. It's just the natural water. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that they are all natural things, and so they just plopped a fountain right on top, and probably had to build some tubes to funnel it into the fountain. But yeah, it's some natural stuff. And when I was there were some of the fountains were very dirty, and they were trying to figure out why. But there was a lot of construction happening, so I think some of the residue from the construction got into the natural water thing that's underneath everything. Sure. Okay, now we got to go on to number 4. A reservoir containing a liquid that can be drawn off as needed. Yeah, it's just a place where something is that you want to take it. So it's a fountain. Number 5. The synonym is the number 2 definition for the word soda fountain. Sometimes you just call it the fountain. Go to the fountain. Now that would be fun if one of them Italian fountains with the beautiful stone structures. What's the famous one? Oh, I was there and I saw it and I got pictures and video. And let's just look up famous Rome, not sandwich shop, fountain. Trevi Fountain. That's a very cool one. But it would be great if you go to the Trevi Fountain and you're like, I would like some Pepsi, please. And you put your cup under the thing, and Trevi Fountain gives you Pepsi. This is a very beautiful big fountain, and it's got like a little lake around it, and it also has hundreds of people watching, just looking at it. My coworker had a couple of coins, and so we threw a couple of coins in there. Yeah, it's got like horses and gods and goddesses and rocks and stuff, and yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, now we got to talk about the etymology, which is Lower Latin fontana, which is the Latin feminine of fontanus, which means of a spring. Yes, it's just springing forth. That's what it is. All right, now we're going to go on to the second form of fountain, which is a verb from 1903, starting with intransitive, to flow or spout like a fountain. If you put some liquid in your mouth and then you shoot it out, you go or or whatever way you want to do it. You would be fountaining your face. Transitive is to cause to flow like a fountain. So you are making something else flow like a fountain. Maybe you just build a fountain and then you're fountaining it. Fountaining. Oh, there's mountain and fountain. They rhyme. And is there a mountain fountain? A fountain so huge it's the size of a mountain? Maybe volcanoes are like a mountain fountain because when they explode, the magma and stuff in the rocks are spewing forth, springing from the top of the mountain. And so a volcano is a mountain fountain. I think that should now be what we call them. All right, fantastic. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Next is fountain grass, 2 words, noun from 1905. Any of several ornamental grasses having tufted stems and spikes of feathery flower clusters. The genus name is Penicetum. Penicetum, something like that. So I assume that they are called, or this is called, fountain grass, because the top of it looks like a fountain, because it's like, pew, there's these tufts springing forth. What does it have? Tufted stems, and also spikes of feathery flower clusters. Spikes of feathery flower clusters. And of course, I had to look up some pictures of these, and yes, I have seen these. I feel like I've probably seen them at the Chicago Botanic Gardens, probably. But yes, they're long grasses, and they have a fountain of clusters at the top. Fountain grass. Blah, 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 blah. Next is fountainhead. 1 word, noun from 1585. Number 1, a spring that is the source of a stream. This is the beginning of the stream. It's the head. It's the start. Where does the stream start from? At the fountainhead. You gotta walk a ways to find the fountainhead. It's fascinating. You never get to see these. Typically, most of us, we just see the stream or the river or even the lake, but we don't see where it came from. Where does it start? You got to go up the mountain, probably, to find the fountainhead, and the fountain is on the mountain. Number 2, principal source, and the synonym is origin. Just if you're talking about anything that has an origin, the beginning of that thing is the fountainhead. Okay, next. Dot, 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 dot. Fountain pen, 2 words. Noun from 1710. This is a pen containing a reservoir that automatically feeds the writing point with ink. There are so many different kinds of pens. I typically use ballpoint pens, I guess. But I guess a fountain pen, okay. Yeah, it's got that point, that very pointy point, and inside is this reservoir of ink, and it just gradually flows through the head and gets to the point, and so you can write with a very fine point. And I guess it's different than a ballpoint pen, because a ballpoint pen, it still has a reservoir of ink, which I guess, can't we call that a fountain pen too? But it goes into a ball, and the ball rolls, and it slowly puts the ink down on the page. So this says, a fountain pen is a writing instrument that uses a metal nib to apply water-based ink or special pigment ink suitable for fountain pens to paper. It is distinguished from earlier dip pens by using an internal reservoir to hold ink, eliminating the need to repeatedly dip the pen in an inkwell during use. The pen draws ink from the reservoir through a feed to the nib and deposits the ink on paper via a combination of gravity and capillary action. But I want to know, why isn't a ballpoint pen also a fountain pen? Because it also has a reservoir of ink. It has a fountain. There's a fountainhead of ink. Okay, maybe it's just semantics. Whatever. I should let it go. Let it go. All right, next is doot 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 doot. 4, F-O-U-R. One of the most important numbers in the human life. This is a noun from before the 12th century. Number 1, go see the number table. Number 2, the fourth in a set of series, a set or series, as in the 4 of hearts. There's a series of hearts. We go all the way from ace to king. There's 13 of them. The fourth one is the 4. Number 3, something having 4 units or members, as 3A, a 4-oared racing shell or its crew. So I guess you would just call the racing shell, aka the boat, or the crew, 4. You just go, you're a 4 because you've got 4 people and 4 oars. 4 oars. Number 3B, a 4-cylinder engine or automobile. I've got one of them 4 engines. 4 is also an adjective. 4 is also a pronoun, plural, in construction. And that's that for 4. But we have some etymology. Where does the word 4 come from? The little child asks their parent. Let's see. It is from Old English fjorr, akin to the Old High German fjor, which means 4. Also from Latin quator. Also from the Greek tessares or tessares, which does not say what it means, but I assume it's 4. That's it. Let's see. 4. What is my relationship with the word 4 or the number 4? When I was young, it was my favorite number, and I don't know why. Something about it. I love the number 4. Now I think I lean more towards 3, but 4 is a close second. 4 is number 2 after 3. Okay, I still love 4. 4 is good. Why? I don't know. It's just a good number. But you combine 3 times 4, and it's even better. All right. Or 3 4 times. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. That's also maybe even better. All right. I don't know. What else to say about 4? 4. There's 4 things. You got 4 legs on a table. You only really need 3. Because sometimes when you add a 4th one, it gets wobbly. 3 is perfect. But 4 is good, but if you got to be perfect. The floor has to be perfect so it's not wobbly. How many times have I had to put the paper, napkin, whatever, underneath that 4th leg just to keep it from wobbling? Doot, 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 doot. I got 4 notes, 4 things in my sound effect. Now we have 4-bagger, 2 words with a hyphen, noun from 1926. The synonym is the number 1 definition for the word home run. Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. He got a 4-bagger. He stepped on all 4 bags. He's a wonderful baseball player. Look at that 4-bagger. Dude, this is 100 years old. Are the baseball people still using this term 4-bagger? I really hope that they are, because I think that would be wonderful. You got to step on all 4 bags. If you don't step on all 4 bags, it's not a 4-bagger. It's maybe just a 3-bagger. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Next is 4-ball, 2 words with a hyphen. You'd probably say 4-ball. Noun from 1904. A golf match in which the best individual score of one partnership is matched against the best individual score of another partnership for each hole. So what is going on? So there's a partnership here of probably 2 people, and a partnership there of other 2 people, and together they make 4. A golf match in which the best individual score of one partnership is matched against the best individual score of another partnership for each hole. So I guess is this typically like a lot of people play with 4 people when they go golfing? Is it 2 pairs and they're golfing together? They're playing the same hole together. And so instead of each individual person's score being up, it's every person for themselves, it's by pairs. And so these 2 people are playing and they combine their score, and these 2 people are playing and they combine their score, and they're playing each hole together. And then that's why it's 4-ball, because it's 4 people who are playing, and if you're really good, but your partner's really bad, you're going to average out to be just okay. Yeah, I would need to play with a professional to play 4-ball. What's interesting is that the word 4 didn't have anything about the thing that you yell when you play golf. And I still don't remember if I learned about why are we saying 4? 4! Doo-doo-doo-doo. Now, our last word is 4x4, and you can spell it either with letters 4-by-4, or you can spell it the number 4, the numeral 4, with a little x and then another numeral 4. 4x4. This is a noun from 1942. It is a four-wheel automotive vehicle equipped with 4-wheel drive. And an example of this vehicle might be a pickup. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go drive my 4x4 into the mountain fountain. Is 4? I don't understand cars. There's front wheel drive and back wheel drive and left wheel drive and right wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. What exactly is happening when you've got front wheel drive? Is it that the engine is only making those wheels go and the other ones just sort of follow? I don't fully understand it, but 4-wheel drive, the engine is making all 4 wheels go, and so you have more power to get through those places that are maybe bumpy or sand, gravel in those bad conditions. And so if you have all 4 wheels actually moving from the engine, you have a better chance of getting out of those situations or hauling heavy things. If you've only got 2 wheels doing the work, then you don't have as much power. I think that's what it is. I assume I'm close, but I'm sure I'm missing something. 4x4. Let's go get our 4x4s, because we're so cool driving our 4x4s into the woods. All right, we got to stop this nonsense. We got to pick a word of the episode. Today we had founder effect, founding father, foundling, found object, found poem, foundry, fount, fountain, fountain grass, fountain head, fountain pen, 4-bagger, 4-ball, and 4x4. I believe I shall pick found poem as the word of the episode, and I shall, let's see, I want to go and find some more of these images. Let's hit the back button a couple of more times. Wow, I searched a lot of stuff today because I want to sing one of these poems. Let's find a good one. Let's try this one. This one looks interesting. Ooh, and here's the full page. Let's go visit that one. Okay, it's loading. Are you gonna? I want to see this one. Here we go. Let's try. This one might be called Believe Not. I'm just gonna say that because it looks like it's from something called Believe It or Not. In this ethereal mirror, in the dim gold and silver, the tumbled still lie in confusion, for last night left the earth the sky world did descend, when a strange and remarkable God they built, a mystery to all, temples without knowledge. The first part ended up being great. The last part, not so much. But that is a found poem. And that's it for the words. Yay, everybody. I shall tell you about another movie that we watched last night. We did it. We watched the fourth Final Destination movie, which is called The Final Destination. But it is not the final movie in the series because there's two more at the time of recording, and who knows, maybe there will be more after that. What to say? This movie was, I think, made for 3D. Pretty sure I am right about that because there are so many points where points are coming at you. Hooks and boards, and I can't even remember all the things, but there are so many things that just come right at the camera to freak out the audience. The problem is most people watch these at home and they don't get the benefit of the 3D like you do in the theater. I mean, yes, there's 3D TVs and discs and stuff like that, but typically we're not watching them that way. And yeah, it was very, very heavily CGI'd with computer graphics and stuff, and it was fun to laugh at it. This is arguably or objectively the least quality of the first four films, and I don't know about the next two. We'll see. But yeah, we're gonna finish this up, baby. I guess I should probably watch the first one. Well, we'll see. All right. This has been Spencer dispensing information from the dictionary and his brain into you. And thank you very much for checking it out. Goodbye. Bloop, 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 bloop.